This is where the road level is. This is where the main entrance of the house is. This is the lower level of the house. And that is where the lower garden of the house is. Let's talk levels. What truly defines a successful project? Behind me is the team that was involved in this execution of this masterpiece. Number one, it was our good client, a person who has supported the project from the onset to the finishing stage of this project. And that is the key in a successful project execution. Number two on our chart, we have our architect. The architect came up with a very good design for this particular project. And these are the results of her hard work. Number three is our engineer, who was responsible for all the structural design of this particular project. Number four is the quantity surveyor, who ensures that you are paid fully what the project is valued. Number five is the contractor. And you know what we do? We are the best in the business. The other stuff are just the registration, the NCA registration, the contract durations, and those other things that are very important on a project is the safety of each and everyone on the site. So far, 0 incidences, and we are happy to report that this project is coming out nicely. On our earlier explainer, we told you how much the levels on this site posed a big challenge to the project. Where I stand right now is the level that we are going to maintain for the road. And down there is our ground level of our building. So I'll take you step by step as you see how we transition the levels on this house. Keep watching. So where I stand right now, this is the parking of the building. As you can see, it is a suspended parking. This allows the client to park within his boundaries. This is our first landing from the staircase. And as you can see, there is almost a difference of a meter on our first landing. So come with me as I take you down to the entrance of the building. And the difference is approximately 3 meters high. On a site like this, there is so many cutting and filling of the ground to make sure that we attain the right levels of the house. So for this particular site, when we did our topo, the difference in height between the original ground level where the road is and the lower ground of the land was about 7 meters difference in height. So that had to bring the engineering team into perspective. So what does that mean? It required careful consideration during layout and construction. The house isn't on one level because of the slope. And so we had to introduce steps leading down to the lower section. So what does that mean? Come with me as I show you. So the side that faces the road, the landscaped level is higher than the level of the main entrance. So when we are designing landscape, there are so many factors that we consider to make sure that the green and the concrete blends in perfectly. So on this particular lane, we introduced a perfect straight walkway. So we have a green area on that side, another green area on this side, and a perfect walkway running across the higher level of the house. So from the higher side of the road to the higher side of the house, the difference in height was about 2.4 meters. From the higher side of the road to the entrance level is 3 meters high. So the difference in height between the upper level of the house to the main entrance level is 600 millimeters. That gives us a total of around 3 meters difference from the road to the main entrance. We've already established that the difference in level between the road and the entrance level where I'm standing is about 3 meters. Now let me take you to the lower level where we have a garden and a spiral walkway. The difference in levels between the main entrance and the lower level of the house is about 0.45 meters. In relative to the road, that means there is a depth difference of about 3.45 meters. The lower level of the house consists of a spiral walkway, a garden, a rear porch, a circulation pathway around the house that leads to the lower garden of the house. From the main entrance to the lower level of the house, we've created a spiral walkway that leads to this staircase that goes down to the lower garden of the property. And this is where the difference in height really confirms the slope. We confirmed a difference in level of about 3.45 meters from the road to the lower level of the house. Now, from the lower level of the house to the garden area, the height difference is about 2.4 meters. So, we have a total of 3.45 meters and 2.45 meters, constituting to a difference of 5.85 meters difference in height. Now we've confirmed this level of the property. Now moving towards the boundary wall of the property, there is a height difference between this garden and the neighboring property is about 10 meters difference.
Show me that don't need no money, don't need nobody, just need your body.
I am 5'7". This is the neighboring property, and that is where our garden level is. A confirmation that the difference in height is about 10 meters.
Feel special. No heaven on earth if I can't be with you.
These are whipples, designed as part of an engineered French drain system. They allow water to escape from behind the retaining wall, reducing the hydrostatic pressure. So, the presence of this gully confirms that water is effectively being discharged from the property through the whipples. And that is how you level up a place.